Yo, what's good, everyone? Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Right now, I want to talk about the past and the future. So pretty much we're going to talk about my goals that I set in 2025 and if I achieved them or if I didn't or partially achieved them. But more importantly, we're going to talk about the future in 2026 and how I'm definitely making my channel return on camera because for those of you not aware, although if you're subscribed to the channel, I'm sure you're well aware that I recently had underbite jaw surgery this past year and a half, where I decided to just pause the channel so I could just focus on my personal life and the healing from this surgery because I never had surgery before. But I'm proud to say that the surgery went very well, and I'm towards the end of my process where I will be getting my braces off at the end of January. So that's been such a blessing, such a journey. I feel like I've become such a different person, a better person spiritually, where I've never been before in my life. So that alone sets an extremely strong foundation for me moving forward, and it will show in future videos. But I think if I didn't pause the channel, I wouldn't have time to have gotten closer to God, closer to Jesus, to learn more about myself, who I am, my views of the world, my passions in life, my purpose in life. And that's my advice to you guys too. Sometimes if you're so busy in life, you kind of just need to stop everything or whatever your main thing is and just to focus on yourself and your relationship with God. And that way it'll be a good reset for you to become better and bounce back stronger. So for this video, I think it's best to talk about the future and then we'll get into the past, whether if I achieve my goals or not. Because I did make a video on that, creating a digital vision board on Canva Pro. So that is a video I made. It's just giving you kind of a tutorial on how to use Canva Pro. And I thought it would be fun just to give you guys a quick update. But I'll do that in the second part of this video. But as for the first part, my plan is to definitely return on camera end of January, if not like February 1st. Because I will have my braces off and therefore like I'm fully back to normal, confident. And just brand wise, it's like you don't know me or recognize me as the braces person, because I feel like with me and other content creators, if I've seen you with braces for the first time I've known you, like in my mind that's like how I know you or how I see you. I know that's like a weird way to think of people, and I don't know if others view people like that. Such as like if a artist, a celebrity lost weight, it's like, well, I've known you as a bigger version of yourself. Not that you dislike them, it's just you're not used to that brand of that type of person. So I just didn't want to like have braces on for the last 2 years. Because what if I did blow up on this journey, right? And got successful and all that stuff, which who even cares nowadays? Everyone's chasing that type of glory. It's just so weird to watch when you take a step back and look at everybody chasing numbers. But I think it's best to do what I did, which was take a break. And this way I come back as normal, only this time I have a better vision and I'm more detailed, more focused. But that's the plan. Return in February on camera. Now I will have, I guess, Invisalign for my top and bottom teeth. She said it's retainers, but I think in a way it's Invisalign because I need to wear my retainers for 2 months, day and night. Whereas usually once you get braces off, you just need to wear your retainers at night only. So since this is the case, I don't know how that would feel because I can't remember the last time I had these particular retainers before, or Invisalign. So I don't know how that's going to impact my speech or how it's going to look. I'm sure if it's retainers or Invisalign, you're not even going to notice, right? But since that's the case, I think my official plan, and I do apologize for changing the plan of my return, but my official plan is to keep this main channel with reviews and vlogs for like the next 2 months. And then I think once I get my retainers off, at least for the daytime, obviously I have to wear it at night, but that's personal, it has nothing to do with you guys. But once I get like my retainers off and I'm like literally back to how I want to be, I think I still definitely want to create the separate niche channels where it's just literally like its own review channels for those categories, whether if it's film, music, food, books, games, whatever it is. This way, if you're a fan of that type of content, you could only subscribe to that channel and I won't bother you with any other random ass videos I'd be doing, because I know I'm one of these creators where the algorithm hates it, where you do random videos. Like there's no way I think a person could become successful in this day and age with random segment videos. because it does have to be niche for the algorithm and for your preference. Because I know I also get annoyed if I'm watching a content creator and then they talk about something random, but meanwhile I only know them and like them for a particular niche they talk about. So I totally get it. But as a creator, it is fun doing different things. But that's why Infinite Media Play will always be the channel of variety, where I'm mostly going to be vlogging and doing different segments. And right now I think I'm at like 70 segments or something. But as I've had time off away from camera and I've been just, dreaming, envisioning, I just always come up with these ideas as a content creator, whether it's videos or segments. So to be honest, I did come up with even more segments, which pushes me like at 100 segments that I could pull from for this channel, Infinite Media Play, where it's not really review based, it's more so just fun vlog ideas, but it's segment oriented. So every day you get like a new segment category. So I think this will be very fun, something different to show a personal side and to also include people on the fun vlogs as well. And I think I wanted to stop at 100 because let's be real, it is insane. But I think I also came up with like another couple segments the other day. So honestly, it's just all these crazy ideas I have. So I have to work on a few more intros. But pretty much at the end of the day, the wording or branding behind it will be like over 100 segments, which is kind of insane. And I know for you viewers, you're probably like, what the hell is he doing at this point? And honestly, I don't know what I'm doing either. And I don't care because to me, it's just fun ideas. And it's also real fun. And I highly encourage you guys to do this too. When you come up with a fun idea in your mind, like I do think sometimes that's from God, but to put that aside, when you implement an idea, whether if it's to start a business, get in a relationship, create a product, create a drawing, a painting, a musical masterpiece, right? That's the exciting part when you put it to existence. So that's what these videos are all about, and I'm so excited to share it with you guys. So now to talk about my past with my digital vision board with the video I made last year, I created 6 goals, and some I did achieve, some I didn't achieve, and then some I partially achieved. So I think it'll be fun just to go over real quick. So the first main goal was to get my underbite jaw surgery, and that was definitely a success. I'm so proud I went through with it. I had faith in God. I had the support of family and friends. It was a success. I'm making a 10-episode series of my aftermath recovery process. And as of now recording this, everything is back to normal. I get my braces off in a month, but I am still like numb around my chin and bottom lip after like 5 months post-surgery. So that is crazy. But overall, a very successful surgery. My bite feels great. My second goal is about money, and this is where it does get more exciting. And I'm also very proud of myself. Although unfortunately, I guess you could say I didn't fully complete this goal, because my goal was to make $20,000 in like side hustle money. I'm talking outside the 9-to-5, overtime money, away from the job, side hustle. Now, the first thing I did was DoorDash, and I was so nervous doing DoorDash. I did it for 2 weeks, and to be honest with you, I didn't like it, because once I did Uber and Lyft, I realized I loved that so much more. Reason being, as from my experience in like the Tampa Bay, Florida community, and it's probably like this everywhere, right? But I live in Tampa Bay. Pretty much with DoorDash, let's keep it real, right? Whether you're ordering or delivering, at the end of the day, people just want their food. So as a delivery person, I did feel like underappreciated, because in Tampa, there's so many freaking huge apartment buildings where you can't even find these people's doors. And at the end of the day, these people don't give a shit. They just want their food. Okay, bye, thanks, go. They don't give a shit. And then your car smells like shit with all these foods, right? That's gross. And it's a lot of in and out of your car, because you have to get out of your car to get the food, get back in your car, find their freaking apartment, and then where do you park your car itself? You hope it doesn't get towed. You hope you're not in someone's spot. Then you got to find their actual door. And then the people, they just want their food. They really don't give a shit about you. You know, like I just felt like it was underappreciated. Whereas Uber and Lyft, you're with the person. So one, they know exactly where they're going. They have an idea somewhat of where they're going, so they could help guide you. And on top of that, they feel so appreciated that you took the time to like help them get to where they're going safely in a professional manner. And I'm very charismatic, but I can also be quiet. I feel like I'm the ideal Uber, Lyft driver, because I know how to talk to people. I know how to drive, how to keep the music low. I have common sense. And I'm like there to talk to people. I do need to do this for side hustle money, because I got to get my money right. But also don't mind taking time out of my day to talk to people. So just doing this alone has been so enlightening because like I feel like spiritually it's got me so close to God. I almost feel like it's my purpose to like help connect with people, because like so many people open up to me about their personal lives. It's insane. So I have been trying to get close to them in God, and I'm going to create so many videos in regards to like these conversations I have with these people. But overall, just to show transparency, I mean, DoorDash, I made like, so in Tampa, regardless if you do DoorDash, Uber, Lyft, those driving jobs, they do pay like about $20 an hour, I would say. And I think that's really good. And even if you take away like all the expenses, right? Gas money, this and that, I would say with tips on top of that, it probably is around $20 an hour, which is great in my opinion, because you don't even have a boss to report to. So it is an excellent side hustle where you could start and stop whenever. Now, unfortunately, like I think I could have hit the 20,000 mark if I was so consistent every day, but there'd be some days I didn't want to drive or didn't want to like talk to people or interact. Like I should do like 2 hours every day, right? But I would like not go some days, but then I'll do like a crazy ass 6-hour shift Friday night, Saturday night where people are partying, and I'll make like $150 each night, right? But really the key, like exercise, if you do a little bit every day, that will add up and you won't even expect it, rather than trying to get caught up in a few days, if that makes sense. So DoorDash, I think I made like $100 or some shit for 2 weeks. I don't know. It was a little bit, nothing at all. Now Lyft, I think I made 3,000. That's kind of crazy, right? But Uber, I'm always using that more because I do think it makes sense that Uber is the more popular app, and therefore it's just always active. It's always busy no matter what time of day it is. So Uber, I would say maybe I made double. I'm not quite sure. With the Lyft app, I'm able to like see my total for the year. But with Uber, I think I have to do more research into the statements. So I don't know quite how much I made for Uber, but I'm assuming I made double what I made for Lyft. So that's why I'm putting this goal at around like 10K. I think I made at least 10K, maybe more, but definitely not 20K. That would be insane. But for 2026, I think that is a decent goal to reach, because I did keep in mind with this goal, I started it in March, but then I had to take like 2 months off, 2-3 months off because of my underbite jaw surgery, because I was so jacked up and I needed to heal my face. So like, yeah, like, and with work, you know. But now I'm really excited to get the ball running with these side hustles in 2026, right from the jump in January. So let me know if you want an update on that, like in 2027. But yeah, if you're looking to do side hustles, look into Uber, Lyft, or even DoorDash, because people always need somewhere to go, and they're always trying to eat food because they're a bunch of fat asses out here. But let's move on to the next goal. Because honestly, because it's crazy. When I did DoorDash, I'm telling you right now, my first order was like cookie crumble, and it was back to back. 2 different people, cookie crumble. I'm like, what the hell is going on? These people really need cookies? Meanwhile, they live right down the street. I'm talking about McDonald's. You want McDonald's and you live right down the street. I'm a fat ass too, just to go on a rant. Y'all know I'm a fat ass because I made a McDonald's chicken nugget eating challenge video. I'm gonna always go through the drive-thru to get my fast food because I'm not that much of a fat ass. But these fat asses out there lazy. But you know, I get it. You have day jobs, you're getting paid money. You're like, shit, why not? But me, I can't be that type of customer. I'm not lazy, because that's just kind of expensive. You got to pay the tip, the fee, or to get your fat ass cookies. Just go get the cookies on the street. Anyways, I'm done with the rant. On to the Bible, because I'm a better person nowadays. Why? Because I'm reading the Bible. Now, this third goal, I'm very proud of myself, but unfortunately, it's a partial reach goal, just like my money goal. Didn't quite accomplish it. I believe my goal was to read the entire Old Testament. Unfortunately, I only read like a third of the Bible, and I guess you could say half of the Old Testament. So pretty much I read, I think, 10 books, all the way up to Samuel 2. I think the one after that is Kings, if I'm not mistaken. But I finished Samuel 2, which is the story of King David, as he's like a young adult, you know, and that's when it's starting to get very exciting. So I want to do reviews on all these books. But it has been a challenge to read the Bible. I have been taking my time throughout the year. I probably could have definitely reached this Old Testament goal, but man, it's just been so difficult spiritually to just pick up the Bible. Because like I am a sinner at the end of the day. I'm freaking lazy. I do struggle, right? So there's always like this like spiritual invisible conflict where the Bible is always by my nightstand, but yet there's most nights I don't want to read it because it is a difficult read. And how I've been reading this is that I'll take my time reading each chapter, but after each chapter I do like the Google AI just to break down what I read, and then I kind of copy and paste or add my own notes to my little like notes in my phone. And this way I'm keeping tabs on what I read, and it's like a progress, it's a journey. I'm not just like reading this just to read it. I'm trying to take notes along the way to make sense of everything. But it's not like a deep dive Bible study, but I hope that all makes sense. But I think that's good progress. So like, I'm very proud of that. Now the next goal is also related to Christianity. And it's about going to church. Because although I think Bible reading is important, I think it's also important to obviously pray in your own spare time, but it's also important to attend church. Now I'm proud of myself because the more I talk to friends, everyone's like in their own little bubble, their own little world. And in the eyes of God and Jesus, I think they would be proud if we all went to each other's denomination churches to support, to learn. And that's why I feel like I'm the only one out of my friends thus far that's having the courage to step outside my comfort zone. So my goal was to go to different churches this year, and I'm very proud to do that. There's a friend, a coworker at my job who invited me to her church, and I think that was a sign from God, and I think that's amazing. And I went to her church twice, and this is a Baptist church, but she specified that it's like a independent Baptist church, where it's like only that location. Whereas other Baptist churches, they got like, I guess they're more, I don't want to call it franchise, but it's more of like a common Baptist church, right? Where this independent one is literally that one location where all the money goes towards that one location. There's no franchise or other locations. So yeah, like, let's just call it a Baptist church, right? And I really enjoyed that because with them, overall, it's like they sing up front for like 20 minutes, which is beautiful music, because it reminds me of like Catholic church music, but also like a little up tempo, and they have the little instruments. But the next 40 minutes is like the pastor talking, and that's kind of what I've been searching for. Because with Catholic church, they only talk for like 5-10 minutes at a clip, and I'm the type where I zone out often. So half the time I'm zoning out in Catholic church, which I know is bad. But then you miss like the reading or the breakdown, and they're on to the next song or kneeling or standing. I'm like, oh man. Whereas when you go to these Baptist churches or non-denominational, these are like speeches that go on for like a half hour, 40 minutes. So I do appreciate that Baptist church. Now, the other church I went to is a non-denominational church. And I'll probably make a separate video on that church because I was uncomfortable in that church. My other old coworker invited me to this church, and she had me in the front row. And I think that's why I was so uncomfortable, because these non-denominational churches, these are the ones you see online that are very popular on social media, where it's kind of like a young crowd, and they just kind of have 4 people on stage singing. The pastor is young and making jokes, and everyone's wearing casual clothes, hats, baggy clothes. It's a good vibe. It's a good party environment, but I'm not used to that. I feel like it's a different type of worship where it did make me uncomfortable, because I feel like you're getting it as a sense for yourself, your entertainment. Rather, when you go to the Catholic church, you could call it boring, but at the end of the day, it's only you and God, and that's what it's all about. Just kind of like letting everything go on the outside of worldly entertainment or worldly feelings, and just being one with God in like silence. And that's why I do like the Catholic church. But this non-denominational church is a different form of worship, so I got to give them credit, because they're definitely in the zone when they worship. But for me, I think since I'm kind of an introvert, like, I'm not trying to be in the front row, so like next time I go, I'm gonna be in the back row, but I still might be uncomfortable, because like I told her, it's like, dang, like y'all ain't have a single cross in the room. It's just like a dark room, no cross, just a big projector. It almost felt like a business meeting, because they had all this promotion stuff, sign up for this, do this. I'm like, this is too much sensation, it's too much dopamine. And when you go to like a Catholic church, there's absolutely none of that. And that's how it should be. Like, I'm not trying to have all these quick edit videos in my face. I just want to be one with God. I'm getting so distracted by all this loud music, these lights, these visuals. So that's just that. I'm leaving it at that. But I went to, I guess, 2 new churches, different churches or denominations. So I'm very proud. I count that as a success. Now, my 5th goal is related to fitness. It was to bench 225. And just to make this quick, I did not accomplish this whatsoever. And I feel like I'm 34 now, and it's like every year I say I'm gonna work out, do this, do that. I don't do shit. So I went to the gym one day, and when I tell you I was sore for like 2-3 weeks straight, I was sore. And I'm like, this is my problem. I always work out, and then I'm so fucking sore where I just give up. I can't get past the freaking hump. So yeah, I gave up on that shit because this year was like, my surgery was like half the year where it was just such a struggle. It was in the way. I'm insecure about my braces. I'm not just trying to be out in public. You know, at least with the driving, I'm in the front seat. I don't even got to deal with these people face to face. Or even my bite in general. It's like, I'm not pushing heavy weight where I have to like grit my teeth. I am trying to still heal myself. So next year, that's probably the main goal. So be on the lookout for like progress in that. I'm very excited for that. But yeah, I ain't accomplished that. The incline bench, I ain't accomplished that whatsoever. So that's definitely a no achievement. Number 6 was my YouTube goal. I think I said I wanted to like make my YouTube return. Obviously, I didn't do that. This is another year where I just put videos up at the end of the year. But I am proud to say, as I'm recording this like mid-December, we're almost at 50,000 total views, which is so awesome. Because as a creator, I noticed that sometimes like every day I get views. I'm like, how the hell am I getting like little views here and there when I'm not even uploading videos? But the thing, what's so cool about YouTube is that it is like a search engine, whereas for the rest of your life, whatever you upload, whatever you publish, like people will watch it if it comes across their algorithm, which is so cool. So yeah, like we're almost at 50,000 total views. I know for other creators, it's like probably a fucking joke, but for me, it's like starting YouTube has been the most humbling experience of my fucking life. Because in real life, you might think you have family, friends, you might think you the shit, you might think you're better than you think you are. And in reality, you ain't shit till you start YouTube. And even if you are, like there's always psychopaths that want more and more, whether if it's money, views. So something like this humbled me, where I'm telling you, like long term, I'm just grateful at this point. It is what it is. Like I have no financial or numeric goals. The only goal I have is to just promote God, promote Jesus, live true, and be a good person and put out good content that's fun and real and genuine. I'm not chasing shit. But on the other note, yeah, I think, I don't know if I mentioned it earlier in this video, I got new segments on the way, which are more fun, crazy, different segments. And I hope you all stay tuned with me on this journey. This is going to be a very exciting year in 2026. Reason being is that I went through the hell and back. When I tell you guys, like I feel like I'm going to make videos about this, but the reason why I keep preaching Christianity and Jesus, because I feel like I did have a spiritual encounter where I experienced darkness, where the devil tried to change my heart after my divorce. I had like, you know, I've always been like, I guess, happy or, yeah, I could have the attitude and all this shit, but I never had hate in my heart until I experienced my divorce. Hate for my ex, hate for God even. I don't know if I've hated God, but I was very disappointed and angry with God. You know, like when you're on this path in life for years and years and you think that's the future and then you get off the path, it's confusing and it's hateful and it makes you feel these negative emotions. But I'm so proud that I had this encounter where I went through the struggle. I cried for weeks and weeks and I dealt with those emotions. But it changed my heart because through that process, I was able to forgive. And now like I'm in like the best place I've ever been spiritually, where like I feel like I found the purpose of life, you know? And it is all about forgiveness and loving one another and then serving God and being obedient to God. And I honestly think what God needs me to do on earth is just to deliver in general, to deliver people, like the message of Jesus in my way. I'm not about to be a preacher. I'm gonna still curse, talk my shit, do what I gotta do, but I'm gonna share my story. But pretty much like I had this revelation the other day, and this is corny as hell, do what you want with it, but like, yeah, like I like to create, right? So I'm gonna create videos for as long as I live. And little by little, yeah, I'll sprinkle the message of Jesus in there. I'm not gonna bombard people because I still have respect for other religions and other people and their timing of religion, because a lot of people are atheists where maybe it's just not their time to experience what I experienced. But I'm going to like deliver people videos and deliver people driving Uber and Lyft before these freaking robots take over, but that's another story. And when you think about being a YouTuber, what's the half of that word? Uber. I had this revelation the other day. I'm like, hold up. Chills. Somewhat. Not really. But I was like, is this like a sign from God that I'm supposed to be like a YouTuber and Uber driver? Come on, see? You gotta look for the signs. I'm telling you. And when I tell you I've seen so many signs driving Uber and Lyft, whether if I'm like kind of like afraid in a situation with a crazy person or whatever, right? Because when you're dealing with a stranger, it could be scary. You know, even stepping out your front door could be scary. So like, all I ask for is protection at the end of the day, and God blesses me every time. I'm so grateful for God, for my family, friends, my job, my opportunity. I do fear that the world we live in may get worse due to this artificial intelligence that they hype up, that it's going to take all the jobs. I am scared, but at the end of the day, we can't be scared, because even though the Bible does have the 10 commandments, there's parts of the Bible where God tells us, be not afraid, or don't do this, or be this, be that. Like, when God is talking like that in the Bible, those are literal commandments. So when he says, be not afraid, you're going against God by being afraid. Like, that's just a quick example that I try to keep in mind for myself, where it's like, nah, we got to get up and go out and get this done. So I'm going to leave it at that, because I feel like I'm preaching at this point. But I hope this message inspires you to just be kind to one another, be creative, and try to search out God, try to search out Jesus. And I do hope the world gets to a better place. And I just thank everyone for subscribing. And if you could subscribe to my new channels in the future, I would also appreciate that. But for now, thank you so much for sticking with me on this journey. I do love y'all. Words of affirmation is my love language. So if I say I love y'all, it means I mean it. So with all that being said, take care. I'm going to see y'all in about a month. And God bless. I hope everyone has a blessed year. Let's go.